Now, we have already learned a method to find the probabilities using the distribution table of a random variable which has normal distribution with mu 0 and variance 1. Now, the same distribution table can be used to find probabilities for any random variable x which is normally distributed, which has mean mu and variance sigma squared. Now, what we do is we code this variable x in such a way that the mean becomes 0 and the variance becomes 1. And it is done by subtracting mu from the value of x and then dividing it by the standard deviation. Now, this variable basically now has a mean which is 0 and standard deviation which is equals to 1. And the variance will also be equals to 1. And now this can be used to find the z value, which will then be used to find the probabilities using the probability distribution table. Now, in this question, we have a variable which is x normally distributed, and the mean is 11. So this is mu, and this is the variance. We have to find the probability for x less than 18. Now, in the first step, we'll find the z value. We know that the z value is given by x minus mu divided by the standard deviation. So this will become x is 18 minus the mean, which is 11, divided by the standard deviation. So variance is 25. So the standard deviation will be square root of 25. So that will be is equals to 18 minus 11, that is 7, divided by 5. So the z value is 1.4. Now we can make the normal distribution graph over here, and we have to find the probability for z less than 1.4. We know that this is the point 0. So the point 1.4 will be is equals to will be at over here, and we have to find the probability less than that. So it means we have to find this probability. Now going back to the distribution table, and we have to find the probability at 1.4. So this is 1.4 over here, and 1.40 gives the probability 0.9192. So which means that the probability over here for probability of x less than 18 will be 0.9192. Yeah. In this question, the variable x is normally distributed with mean 20 and variance 7. We have to find the probability of x less than equals to 16.6. So again, we'll first find the z value. So that will be x minus mu. So x is 16.6 minus 20 divided by the standard deviation. So that will be square root of 7. Substituting this in the calculator. So the value of z will be 16.6 minus 20 divided by square root of 7. And that is equals to minus 1.285. Now, once we have the z value, we can make a normal distribution graph over here. We know that the negative value lies on the left hand side. So let's say this represents z is equals to minus 1.285. And we are looking for the probability which is towards the left or less than minus 1.285. Now looking at the table, for the z value 1.285. So this is 1.2 and 1.28 is over here. So that is 0.8997. So first we can note down 0.8997, and it was 1.285. So now looking at the value at 5, so that is 9 over here. We can add 9 to the 0.8997, and that will become, so this will be 0.9006. Now, as we have to find the probability towards the left, towards the right hand side, we know that this probability, it cannot be 0.9006, as this probability has to be less than 0.5. We know that this region has the probability 0.5 and the left hand side is also equals to 0.5. So that means that this probability, which is 0.9006, represents the area towards the right of 1.285. So to find the probability for z value less than minus 1.285, we can just subtract 0.9006 from 1. So subtracting 0.9006 from 1, that gives us a value 0.0994. So the probability for x less than equals to 16.6 will be is equals to 0.0994.